whatever. All this ever but you long gone, it don't matter. Ride or die, that's been the deal.
All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Welcome back. I am your humble host, Taylor Coleman. I am the CEO, lead writer, director, and producer at Crystal Ignition LLC. We are a small independent film and video production company located in Jacksonville, Florida. And on this channel, we talk filmmaking and a little bit of gaming. So do me a favor, if that interests you, hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell icon so you can get notified whenever we post. So today we are going to be talking about 5 useful camera accessories for filmmaking. So I know you all love talking about cameras and the technology, especially if you are a younger filmmaker. So today we're going to be talking about 5 of the most useful items that you're going to want to take a look at and put at the top of your list when you go out to buy camera gear. So let's jump right into it and get started with number 5. Number 5 on my list of the 5 most useful camera accessories for filmmaking is going to be a V-mount battery. So I'm going to put some of my older footage up on the screen so you guys can check that out. But a V-mount battery is essentially just a very large battery. You can rig it to the back of your camera, plug it in. There are YouTube videos that will show you how to do this. If you have a Micro Four Thirds camera, you might need to buy a dummy battery, but they are very inexpensive. V-mounts themselves can run you about $100 to $200, but they are very much worth the money. This will allow you to film for hours on end, assuming that you have the space and the actors and all those good things. And yeah, it's going to allow you to avoid the embarrassing first-time filmmaker scenario where everyone is standing around on set waiting for you to charge a battery. That does not happen with the V-mount. You charge it one time, it'll last you easily a few weeks, depending on how long your production is. It'll definitely last you all day long. So on our rig here that we typically use to shoot these YouTube videos with the G85, we have a Neewer V-mount battery. They've since come out with some newer models, but this one that I purchased a long time ago for the studio still works perfectly fine. So definitely look into getting a V-mount battery, and the ones from Neewer seem to be very solid. All right, so moving on to number 4 on my list. Number 4 on my list of the 5 most useful camera accessories for filmmaking, we're going to be talking about camera cages. That's right, everyone. The camera cage is essential to any filmmaker that is looking to rig out their camera. So maybe you have a Micro Four Thirds Sony or some sort of Blackmagic pocket cinema camera, and you want it to kind of look more professional. I can tell you right now that if you're going to be trying to freelance and go out to get jobs and things like that, having that professional looking camera rig is going to help you to find work. They see you coming with just a camera with just a lens on it. We here know that that camera is very useful, and you're going to be able to get quote unquote cinematic quality out of that camera, but your clients are not going to know that. Fun fact, oftentimes when I go out and I'm just shooting footage and doing other things, I bring the GH6 with me. I don't often have it rigged up, so people will see me shooting and they'll think that I'm taking photos. I recently went to a family event and I brought my GH6, and people saw the way it looks and they thought it was a photo camera. And I had my anamorphic lens and I was filming some personal things, and I had to explain to a lot of my family members that this is indeed not a photo camera, or in this instance I cannot take photos right now because I'm shooting anamorphic. So definitely get yourself a camera cage. It's going to allow you to slowly over time rig out your camera and make it look a lot more professional and help you get those freelance jobs. So moving on to number 3 on my list. Number 3 on my list is going to be a SD card passport. So story time, everyone. Back when I was in undergrad, Oh man, I feel old now saying that. Back when I was an undergrad, was working on a project for one of my film classes, and I lost the SD cards. And me and my partner on the project, I was so embarrassed because I had to text my partner and let him know that the SD cards that he trusted me to keep were missing. Now, unbeknownst to me, I had left them in the film lab. So I had spent a very long day in there editing, and I believe it was the same day that I was out shooting another short little film for another class, and I ended up leaving that SD card right up under the computer in the lab where I usually sat. So I went there on a Saturday, and I was able to find my SD cards in their little passport right under my computer. So, point of the story is, you definitely want to have some place where you keep your SD cards, some kind of little card book or SD card passport where you keep all of your SD cards, and definitely back up all of your footage, everyone. It's very important. You do not want to be losing footage. You want to make sure you run that to your computer the minute you get home, or you get back to whatever computer you're editing on, and save it somewhere to Google Drive or something like that. But for the sake of this video, I'm recommending that you get your hands on some kind of little SD card holder. They're very nifty, and I'm going to put a link in the description below to one that I think is really good. Put all your SD cards in there, throw it in your camera bag, and you know where that footage is. Alright everyone, so before we move on to our final two most useful camera accessories for filmmaking, I'd like to take a moment to talk about some of our affiliates. And today, a little bit different, we're going to talk about pretty much all of them. That's right, we have an affiliates and deals page on crystallignitionllc.com. It's been a while since I mentioned it, but I thought I'll bring it up in this video since we are talking about so many different types of film gear and film accessories. So we have knee wear, we have glide gear, we even have our friends at Aperture, believe it or not. Really good friends with them. We used a ton of their lights on our films. I have used their lights on everything from The Coldest Warmth on down to little short film projects I've done at school. So definitely, if you're looking to get some sort of a discount or deal, head on over to crystallignitionllc.com/affiliates and deals, link in the description below, and check out some of our coupons. It helps us here at the studio, and it helps you get a discount before you run out and spend all of your hard-earned money. So check it out, see if there's something there that can help you out. Alright everyone, that's going to bring us to number 2 on this list. So number 2 on the list of the 5 most useful accessories for filmmaking is going to be ND filters. Now I cannot stress this enough. I know I've talked about them at least 2 or 3 times on this channel, but I find my ND filters to be one of the most useful accessories that I always keep in my camera bag and bring with me. I love to film out in nature. I love to film outside, and ND filters allow me to control light, especially with lenses that are not cinema lenses. An ND filter, for those of you that don't know, it's essentially shades for your camera. So it's really bright outside, really sunny, and your image is looking a little too bright. You throw on an ND filter and you can get proper exposure. So definitely everyone, look into getting yourself a high quality ND filter. We here at Crystal Ignition use ND filters from Tiffin. I heard that they have very high quality ND filters and very little of a green tint that some ND filters tend to come with. So look into Tiffin ND filters, really high quality, and leave a comment down below if you're a filmmaker and you know of any other brands of ND filters that are really good for filmmakers. Let us know. We definitely don't want to have to deal with different color tints and shades after using an ND filter, and we get back to the computer and see our footage and get very upset. So that is going to bring us to number 1 on this list. So number 1 on my list of the 5 most useful camera accessories for filmmaking it is going to be an external monitor. So for all of my younger filmmakers out there that are using DSLR style cameras, you definitely want to look into getting a onboard external monitor. When you're out filming and you have a slightly larger crew, you're going to find that it's going to get very, very annoying if you're the cinematographer and you're trying to look at your image on the monitor and you have 4 or 5 people crowded around your tiny little camera trying to see how the image looks. An onboard monitor, you can rotate it around depending upon what kind of arm you purchase, and your crew will be able to just walk up and they can stand on the side of your camera, maybe on the other side of it, and take a look at the image and see how everything is looking. And you yourself, that kind of leaves you with the like an external viewfinder, or you can look through the one that comes with the camera and you can see how the image goes, and you can have your own personal space, which I know post-pandemic is very, very important to a lot of people, myself included. So not only that, these monitors typically come with all kinds of tools, histograms, false color. These are things that are going to help you nail that exposure and make sure everything looks cinematic, as I know the young people are very concerned with. So yeah, get yourself some sort of external monitor. And that's going to bring us to the end of this video, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I really love all the love and support. Let me know, leave a like, leave a comment if you found this video to be useful. Let me know what some of your most useful filmmaking accessories are. Definitely share those things in the comment section below. It's going to help not only me potentially, but it'll help out a lot of other filmmakers that come across this video. You know, we love here to educate and to help other people get better. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.